McKenna.
And I'm Cass. And this is Call You in 5. How's Christmas shopping going?
To be honest, it's really not going for me, personally. But the good news is my family, we're all getting together for Christmas this year, and we're all going to a beach house. And so we're really not doing gifts. So
it's an experience.
It's kind of taken a lot of pressure off of gift shopping. We have gotten Joey's parents gifts that we're shipping to Japan, which is going to be...
Oh, that's awesome. That's going to be expensive.
It is going to be. We were trying to find the cheapest place to ship it a couple days ago. We're like, where is the cheapest? But
oh my gosh, that's going to mean so much to them, though, to get a package from their kids.
Yeah, they can't buy things like peanut butter, or they don't really have toothpaste there, or stuff like that.
Oh my gosh.
So it's just all practical stuff in the box.
The bare necessities, you could say.
Mm-hmm. And deodorant. Japan has their own versions, but nothing like what they use here in the States. So we're just restocking them. I haven't gotten Joey's gift yet, but I know what I'm going to get him.
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten it yet.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, well, if you can't tell from the sweaters, I have such an easy time shopping for my friends. I just see stuff in the store and I'm like, oh my gosh, McKenna and I need these teddy bears.
It's so cozy.
Wrapped in Christmas light sweaters for our gift guide episode and just life. I think I wore this to 4 Christmas parties last week. Or my sister-in-law is so easy to shop for. Hannah, if you're listening to this, I'm not telling what I got you, but or I don't know, my roommate and some of my really close friends that we do little gifts with, but family is so hard for me. So my parents, my brother, I've totally been putting off. Carson, if you're listening to this, I totally have your gift. It's just hard, you know?
It's what do you get people who get everything they want when they want it, right?
It's so true. Well, and you and I were just talking about this. There's that TikTok going around that I had seen when I was scrolling that you had reposted, and then I reposted it, and it was about how we were not designed to always be instantly gratified, you know?
Yeah.
And how it's so easy on social media to, when you just see things, buy things, because all of these influencers have access to all this stuff that brands just ship them or whatever. But I think the start of the video is how are people affording life right now, you know?
Right.
And
right.
Anyways, I just thought that was such a good reminder going into the holidays of why we can feel so much tension around what to get people and how to make our friends and family feel really special when we have tried to make our lives fit this instant gratification culture that we were never designed for. There's no waiting or wish listing or I don't know, thinking through what you would want someone to get you, because we just get things that we want for ourselves. I also think that's a product of not wanting to be burdensome on other people and just be self-reliant.
Right.
Which doesn't actually make the holidays any easier. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
No, I agree. I'm very guilty of that. If I'm wanting something, if it's under a certain amount of money, I just will get it. Mostly because Joey and I budget each month, how much we can each spend. And usually if it's something within that budget, I just get it. You know what I mean? So that instant gratification I'm kind of guilty of. But yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss on that, because I think as you become an adult and you're making your own money, it just happens more and more with people. It's so easy to buy for nieces and nephews. It's easy to buy for younger
cute
siblings,
stuff,
or
fun stuff.
Yeah. You know, people who don't get that instant gratification of just buying what they want.
Totally.
Because they don't make their own money yet.
Totally.
You know?
And I feel that's especially why parents or aunts and uncles, if you do gifts for adult mentors or people in a season of life ahead of you, because they are in a season of life where they are self-reliant and they have other people reliant on them, so they're just in the habit of buying the things that they need. So it might not be so much buying things for those people that they need or that they've been thinking about for a long time, but it requires you to be so much more creative and think what would really flatter or honor or be touching to this person if they already have the things that they need, you know?
Right. Or you can if we're going into what you can do to think of good ideas for those people, is you can think about their routine already. If it's a boyfriend, a husband, a parent, think about their routine of what they do, and then get them something that complements that routine. If your mom goes to her favorite Pilates class all the time, I don't know, get her a new pair of Pilates socks or something, which doesn't have to be super expensive, but it just shows that you know them well enough to know what they like to do, and I think that kind of means a lot more.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, for sure, because I think good gift givers are just really good listeners.
Yeah.
They just like hear the things that the people that they love enjoy doing or like have a desire to do more of, and they get things that complement that, right? It's like if they have a new hobby, it's not like you need to fund the hobby.
Right.
But you can just like Pilates, like you could get her like a new pair of socks, maybe that's what you just said. Or or like a new workout outfit or a gift card or even like a coupon to go shopping together. Like I love things that are like excursion or experience based too. Like you can still treat them to that outfit or whatever, but there's like an added like sweetness of doing that together, or like going to the Pilates class with your mom or whatever.
Oh, that's cute. Yeah.
I don't know. Like I'm so sentimental. Like it's not always the healthiest thing, but I love the coupon idea. Like I think that's so cute, you know? A friend of mine just did that for a couple friend of ours who are having a baby soon, and it was like all these like things that he would like do for them around the house, or like meals that he would bring or whatever. I'm like, oh, that's really thoughtful. Yeah. I love that. So
yeah, I think that's sweet. I actually like the suggestion of like going to the class with them, or if it's like something they've been wanting to try and they haven't done it, just book it for both of you, you know, do it with them.
My brother did that last year for my dad's birthday. I'm the only one who lives out of state, so I didn't go. But my brother got tickets for my parents and him and his wife to go to the, like, indoor skydiving thing.
Oh, fun.
Because he heard my dad, like, in the car passing it one time be like, I wonder what that's all about, you know? Like, and then they went, and it was such a good, like, little excursion. So I think, like, as fun as it is to open like an actual thing on Christmas or on the holiday that you celebrate, like actually unwrap it, it's also sweet too, like have a gift that like keeps on giving, right? Something that you can go do together, and then you'll get photos from that thing, frame it, boom, that's your next holiday present.
There you go. That's great.
So maybe in like some categories of gift ideas, I feel like we have the like sentimental side of things, a practical side of things, and then finally just like a fun side of things, like things that are just like treat yourself oriented, like things that just like make you feel good, that like you would really enjoy receiving, or you can like step into that person's shoes and be like, wow, that'd be like really a treat. Where do you want to start?
Well, I've just got a list of things that I think are good gifts. They're either like items that I've had or items that I've been wishing for that I think would be awesome gifts.
So should we start with fun?
Yeah,
Let's start with fun.
Sure.
What are some of the things, and I'll like chime in some of like the fun things that are on my guides for people. Yeah.
Well, when I think of fun, I think of like if you're shopping for your girlfriends or your parents or something, or your mom, I should say, kind of like self-care-ish, like care-like.
Or like cozy,
yeah, or something that's just like cute decor. So
you don't, definitely not like a necessity,
right?
But something that's just like sweet and fun and like adds to either like your aesthetic or the space that you're in, or like your routine.
Right. Yeah, and I think a lot of those things are decently priced. I feel like. So a couple things that I thought was, there's this like face ice roller that it comes in a, because I know some of you guys aren't watching this right now, but it comes in like a little, like not plastic, but almost plastic thing. You put water in, you freeze it, and then you have like an ice cube.
I've seen that, yeah.
To like ice your face in the morning and like depuff a little bit. And I've actually been using it for like a week and a half, and it was like $15, and I love it.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I feel like it wakes me up in the morning. I feel like that's such a good gift. It could be a stocking stuffer, or it could be something for like your friends if you're buying all your girlfriends something and you don't want to, I don't know, spend a ton of money or whatever. I feel like that's such a good item, and it's quickly being added to my favorite items.
Ooh, that's so good. I feel like along those lines, a gift that I bought that I received a couple years ago from my aunt, that I bought for like a nice Secret Santa or white elephant situation, not the like cheap tacky ones, but like the actual like get a $25 gift or whatever. I got I think it was like the kiddish silk pillowcase and like scrunchie set. Oh my gosh, I know silk or slip. What's the
slip?
Yeah, I have the slip ones. I have 2.
And then there's the satin ones.
Oh,
that are a little bit cheaper than the slip or the silk ones.
Are the slip ones silk or satin?
Now slip is silk. And then there's another one that's satin, and I have one of each. And honestly, I can't tell the difference.
Okay, okay, there you go. Look, McKenna's teaching me.
I truly cannot tell the difference.
So I just think that's such a good gift because I would never have bought myself a nice pillowcase for myself, but now I literally travel with it because it's like such a good, like, consistent part of my nighttime routine. Like, no matter where I am in the country or the world, I like lay down on my like silk or satin pillowcase and I just have that like consistency. So that's a really good affordable gift for a gal in your life too.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be a good one for your mom too. Mm-hmm. It's also really good because it's good for your skin in terms of like fine lines and aging. It's good for your hair for breakage. It's also like antibacterial. So very well-rounded, good in all aspects. So, and if you don't have one, you may want to gift yourself one. They're really good.
Yeah.
Another thing I found at Free People, actually, but you can get them on Amazon, is this little cowboy boot match lighter, and it holds matches.
You should just grab it.
I have one here if you're watching. If you're not watching, it's just like a cute little terracotta cowboy boot, and then the bottom you can light matches on, and the top holds the matches. And I actually, hopefully my cousin's not listening, but we're doing like a Secret Santa in my family. And I got it for her.
That is such a good little gift.
It's so cute. And it was like, I think less than $20.
You got that at Free People?
Uh-huh. It was around the $20 mark.
So cute.
And so it's really good for like Secret Santa or something small that you need.
Yeah.
In my family, we're all doing Secret Santa. It has to be under, I think, 20 or 25.
Yeah.
And that's what I got my cousin.
I feel like another good Secret Santa for gals is like the Olive and June nails.
Yes.
Or any press-on nails.
Stocking stuffers
as
too.
Like a stocking stuffer. I like am putting my old nail salon out of business by just how much I'm like promoting my press-on nails, which I feel really bad about, but I just love doing nails at home. That's like what I'm asking for a couple Secret Santas that I'm a part of. I just think it's so simple. So that reminded me of that. Is like around like a similar price range.
Yeah.
So just like
press-on nails are a good staple.
Yeah.
For gift or stocking. Another thing, speaking of comfy, cozy, my absolute favorite thing right now to wear are the Skims boyfriend collection anything.
Yeah.
I love their boyfriend tee, and I get like a size large so that it's just like super oversized and I sleep in it, and then I get their loose fitting boyfriend boxers. That combo is my favorite combo to sleep in. Like, I have it in 3 different sets and I wear it almost every single night.
Yeah.
Cannot recommend that enough. It's a little bit more of a splurge. Like, I think both of them together are under $100, but it's definitely up there. So
there's something to be said about like having a good pair of like sweats or jammies or like slippers that just like changes your routine. And so I feel like if you don't have that, like maybe add that to your own list of things. Or if you do have that, like think about someone else who could really benefit from like having a pair of slippers that they like love. Like I have like a pair of Vionic house slippers that I just like love to put on my feet when I wake up in the morning and like hip hop over to my coffee maker and
or
like
the Uggs
or the
always
Uggs.
good.
I
good
have
slippers.
My indoor and my outdoor.
Yeah.
Like the Tasmans, of course, are a great gift item, you know, but like, or like the ankle, whatever. But like having house slippers or like a good pair of socks, pajamas, all good ones.
Yeah, those are great. Another fun one kind of in this same element of what we're talking about is the heatless curlers. They're not very expensive either. Again, you can get them off Amazon, but the Pillow Roller brand are probably my favorite because they're softer and you don't want like a hard heatless curl to sleep on. It's just really uncomfortable, but the softer ones are awesome. Also the one that goes across your entire head or whatever.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Those are super awesome. Yeah. So I think those are a great gift.
Yeah, I actually got that for Christmas. That was a stocking stuffer that I received last year. Yeah, and I wear them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, those are so good.
Or like a fair amount. Yeah. And I think for some of the like the more expensive items, like I think about like the Dyson Airwrap or the Shark just came out with one of them, right? Those are so expensive. And so if someone in your life has that on their list, like, don't be afraid to look at, like, Facebook Marketplace and see if anyone is, like, selling theirs. Like, I've seen some that are, like, still fairly new on there that it's, or Poshmark, like, some stuff on Poshmark is, like, way overpriced or, like, surge priced, right? Just around different times of the year or, like, when items are, like, really hot. But don't be afraid to look other places for some of the things that people that in your life want, because sometimes it might be elsewhere.
Yes, and if we want to talk about splurge items, I've got quite the list.
Let's go.
Splurge items. Obviously, the Dyson Airwrap was number one on mine. That's such a good one. I have it. I love it. Do you have it?
Mm-mm.
You haven't? Have you tried it?
I haven't, actually.
You should try mine. You should try mine.
I actually should. I'd love that.
I would let you borrow it if you want to take it home for a couple days. You can.
Next week when we record, I'll have my hair Dyson.
Okay.
There you go.
But probably one of my all-time favorite gifts that I have ever gotten is the Dyson cordless vacuum.
That is such a good mom gift.
Literally.
Or homeowner gift.
Yeah. Joey got it for me, not this birthday, but the birthday before. And when I say I have used it every single day since, I'm not being... Check
her vlogs. She's not lying.
I have used it every single day. Mostly because Leela is a very messy eater. But sometimes twice a day. So it is so convenient. That is a really good splurge item. And also the Hatch Restore Sunrise.
I love that. I have one.
I have the original. Do you have that one?
I have the newer one.
The new one. Yeah. I wish I would have just gotten that one. It was a little bit more. I wish I would have gotten it.
Well, so I got the original for Christmas last year, and then something stopped working with it, and they sent me a new one.
Oh, nice.
Which was nice.
I've actually heard people say that.
Yeah. It just, like... failed on me eventually.
Yeah.
But also the one for babies, the sound machine, I got that for McKenna's little one.
We use that every day. Twice a day.
Yeah.
Nap time and night.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's good for people in any season of life.
Yes. Yeah, those are a really good gift. And when Leela gets older, it has a setting where you can have it kind of like the sunrise one, but it can go from red to like green to like let her know when she can come out of her room.
Oh,
so
cute.
I don't know how that's gonna go, trying to train her to do that, but I'm definitely gonna give it a try.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. I love that.
So yeah, we talked about the Skims, we've talked about Uggs. KitchenAid is always an amazing gift. Definitely a splurge. I got mine close to Black Friday and I got like $150 off. And the Stanley Cup, which I feel like isn't necessarily a huge splurge, but it can be a splurge if, for some people. Yeah. They're pretty expensive.
And that's a really good gift. And now they have all the different, like, caps versions. Yeah. So maybe if someone that you know loves their Stanley, you get them a different version.
Well, the 30 ounce is obviously a little bit cheaper, and I think I want that size. I think I would prefer that size.
I love my 30 ounce. Yeah, I could never, especially because I travel so much. Like, it's the perfect size for me.
Yeah.
Anything else on, like, the fun or cozy side of things?
I think that's pretty much everything I had written down on the cozy and fun.
Yeah. I think on, like, so just to transition to the practical, I think, like, it's helpful if you, like, hear, like, good gift givers or good listeners. It's helpful if, as you spend time with the people that you give gifts to throughout the year, like, trying to keep track or, like, keep inventory of the, like, pain points in your life that you hear, and if there is something that they really need or want, or that would, like, practically make their life a lot easier, thinking about how you could support them. And if that's, like, giving them, like, no one loves the idea of cash, but if it's, like, something that's, like, is going to take a lot of money to fix in their life, like, offering, like, money with an agenda, with, like, hey, I, like, know this is, like, a big thing that you're trying to work toward. If it's, like, investing in coaching or, like, repairing a car problem, right? Yeah. Like, really, like those kinds of practical things, just, or a house repair or renovation, saying, like, hey, I'd love to help put money toward this for you because I know that's, like, a big thing on your plate. Like, my parents helped me out with a car thing last year for Christmas. That was, like, really, really helpful. Yeah. I don't know. What comes to mind when you think about practical?
When I think practical, I think of gifts Joey wants. Like, he always wants, like, deodorant, socks. Yeah. He always wants, like, just the most practical things. I also know that for him, he never buys himself clothes. So those are always, like, hopefully he doesn't listen to this, but that's, like, what I'm going to get him for Christmas. Is he has made the switch to Vuori. He's, like, obsessed with Vuori. Yeah. And that's, like, all he'll wear now. He has, like, 3 pairs of their joggers and like 4 of their shirts, and he wears them like on rotation, like all the time. So I'm just going to get him a couple more like that, some joggers and some shirts, so that he just has more to rotate through and he's not wearing the same thing every 4 days.
Guys are so funny. I was at home for Thanksgiving and I saw my dad in some joggers and I looked closer at the like label on his like leg. And I was like, Dad, are those Fiore? He was like, oh yeah, a podcaster that I listened to was talking to them. I had these for like a year. I'm like, how are you so ahead of the curve? It was pretty funny because everything I've bought him from Lululemon, he's made me return. He like really won't wear it. And so I'm like, oh, yeah, time to get Dad a new pair of Fiore joggers.
The Fiore joggers really are so comfortable. And I think a lot of guys are more inclined to wear those because they market to men. Mm-hmm. Whereas I feel like Lululemon really markets to women.
Yeah.
So I think it's harder for men to want to wear it. I know Joey has like that negative stigma with Lululemon. He won't get Lululemon. Although he has found a pair of church pants that can be worn out and about too. They're not super dressy, but they look nice when he dresses them up at Lululemon.
Lululemon has good stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, so we have our practical. Like, I don't think you need to beat yourself up for getting a practical gift or asking for a practical gift. Because sometimes that's just where you're at in life. It's not super fun. It's not, like, as exciting. But it's real life. And that's what you might need.
Well, actually, I asked Joey for a very practical gift.
What'd you ask for?
I asked for the, oh my gosh, a pan.
Like a kitchen pan?
Yes, the
oh
my gosh, why am I spacing the name? I asked for a cast iron skillet.
Oh, love that for you.
Yeah, I really want a cast iron skillet. So, very practical, but we cook a lot of steak on the Traeger, but my Traeger is like 8 years old and it's very inconsistent in temperature and it doesn't get as hot as it should anymore.
Oh no.
So it's like really hard to sear steak on there. So I'm like, cast iron skillet. Because we love our Traeger for everything. Like we can smoke on it, we can do everything, but when you're trying to like high heat something, it doesn't do it anymore.
Well, that's a good practical gift. Mm-hmm. So let's end on sentimental, which is my bread and butter. I love giving gifts. Like all of my Christmas cards, I have a Polaroid printer, which now that I think about it, is actually a really good gift on like the cozy fun side of things. Like you can get people a little printer that prints pictures on the same like looking film as a Polaroid, like hooks up through Bluetooth. You buy the same film you would for a Polaroid. Yeah. Pretty fun. Love that.
Yeah, I do love them.
I like love putting photos in my Christmas cards, like to my family members of like sweet memories we had throughout the year. So I always think it's fun. Like my sister-in-law and I went in on a framed photo from a family trip that the 5 of us went on this year. Like, don't listen, Mom. I'm sorry if I just spoiled Christmas. I know she doesn't listen to this podcast, so I'm in the clear.
Yeah.
But, like, sentimental items just, like, make a big difference for people that might not need anything, right? Like, might have everything that they need, but, like, that's something they can't buy from a store is, like, a handwritten letter and a framed photo from a memory that you shared that meant a lot to you.
Yeah, I think that that's great. Memory, I mean, if you get a gift that's memories, it's, I don't know, tangible gifts are kind of forgotten about. Like, after the newness wears off, but when you have those memories, you're always talking about it with your family. You're always like, remember when we did this? Remember when we did that? Anyways.
Yeah. Like Shutterfly is also like a great site that they have like a lot of holiday sales. I feel like it's known for being like a Christmas card or like invitations, but like my mom and I from my family trip to Africa, we just put together a book for my dad with like all these like amazing pictures from the trip. And that wasn't a Christmas gift because he's like been begging my mom for photos, not on a mobile device. He's like, give me them in a book. So, that's like really exciting. That's a really exciting way to like collect a series of memories that mean a lot. I mean, for people's weddings in your life, like that's always an easy thing to get them is like memories from their wedding.
If you're looking for like a really good quality like printer lab that you can use, and if you're not a photographer, because I have a lot of like print labs that I use, but you have to be a photographer in order to use them. There is one that has amazing books that you can make, amazing prints. They'll frame prints for you. Everything is, I actually have a ton of their prints, not their prints, but like They're framed pieces in my house, and I've uploaded a picture and they've printed it. Very, very stunning. It's called Artifact Uprising. And I swear by them. I've actually used them well before they like gifted me some stuff, because I have worked with them a little bit, but I have used them for probably 8 years or more. But Artifact Uprising has amazing quality products. If you're looking to spend a little bit more and get something really good that will last for years and years. Yeah.
I love that. And then, the coupon books we love. What was the other? Like, the experiences are always fun. If you've heard someone say they want to try something, like doing it with them or getting it for them and their spouse or their boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever. Experiences are also a great way to like show someone you see them.
Just like a nice dinner, like take them,
yeah.
It can be a coupon or something for a nice dinner at their favorite restaurant or something.
Yeah. Yeah. Gifting doesn't have to be as complicated. Good gift givers are good listeners. That's all I have to say.
Yeah. Actually, a funny gift Joey's giving for the Secret Santa. I don't think my cousin Eli listens to this, but so I think we're in the clear with that too. But Joey is giving him for his Secret Santa something kind of funny that's personalized. He took a really funny picture of him in a suit, like making a funny, like serious pose. And he printed that off and put it in a little mini frame that he's giving. And then on the back, he's just taping a gift card. But it's something kind of funny that will, make my cousin laugh. And it's just a little bit more, not personalized, but kind of like, it's just kind of funny,
Yeah. Your people. So whatever you give them, I like believe with all my heart is going to be like so appreciated for like the time and thought that you put into it. So, if you connected with this, we'd love for you to share it with a friend and continue to listen, rate, and subscribe to our podcast.
Yes, and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms and wherever you get your podcast from. So we'll see you guys next time.